Hello everyone. So in this video, we are discussing the solutions of paper 58022 May June 2020. So this is the non-calculator paper. So let's start with the first question. You can see these are the instructions. You can go through them. And now this is the first question. Question is shade one more small square so that the diagram has one line of symmetry. In this question, you have to just shade one square so that this has one line of symmetry. Now we have, you can see, if you have to shade only one line of symmetry, if you want only one line of symmetry, okay, what you can do is, let's say if this is the line of symmetry, let's say, so you can see if I shade this, then this and this are symmetric and this are symmetric to our answer, right? This is exactly one line of symmetry, right? It does not have any horizontal line of symmetry or vertical line of symmetry, right? Or otherwise you can see, if this is one possible answer we can have, or otherwise what you can do is, let's say if this is the case, let's say if I take this as the line of symmetry, you see, like this, then you see if this is symmetric, for this we don't have to shade anything, but for this you have to shade this for symmetry. So there can be two possible answers, either you shade this or you shade this, only one. Okay, so that is the answer for this. So this is one possibility, this is one possible answer, or if even if you shade that thing in the, that is another possible answer for this. So both are the correct answer, you can see. Okay, so this is the first question. Now the question second, again shade one more small square so that the diagram has rotational symmetry of order 2. Rotational symmetry of order 2, that means if you rotate two times you should get the same diagram. Okay, so here, let's say this is the center of rotation. In case this has to be the center of rotation. Okay, about this, if I rotate, if I shade this, if I shade this, you can clearly see if I rotate once it will come here, and again if I rotate around this point, this will come here. This will have two rotational symmetry. So this is the answer. You will have to shade this to get this two rotational symmetry. Okay, this is the answer for this. Okay, now the next is, the scale drawing shows the position of two villages P and Q. 1 centimeter represents 0.5 kilometer. Find the actual distance between the village P and Q. Okay, now I will give you the method for this, because this is the paper on a zoomed, we have zoomed it. So obviously the answer from the answer key will not match. What will be the method? I'll tell you. So what you can do is, you take the ruler, okay, and measure this distance. For example, if you measure this distance, you will find this. What is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm not saying this is correct. On the paper, you can see what is this value. So according to my diagram, this is 12. I'm just giving you the method. Okay. So this is 12. Okay. So if this is 12, so what you can do is now, okay, so this is 12 centimeters. Similarly, you can measure on paper what is the length. Okay. Now, if this is 12 centimeter, this is a scale diagram. So what is the actual distance? So 1 centimeter, you are saying this is equal to 0.5 kilometer. So what is the 12 centimeter? 12 centimeter will be 0.5 into 12 kilometer, which you can see this is 6 kilometer. Okay, according to my answer. Okay, so similarly, we can do, I'll give you the answer from the answer key. This will, the answer key says on the paper, it will be, answer will be 4.4 to 4.6 is acceptable. So you will, if you measure the distance, you will see this is 8.8 centimeter to 9.2 centimeter is acceptable. And if you multiply with 0.5, you will find this one. Okay? So I hope this method is clear how you can solve this type of question. Now the next question is, measure the bearing of village Q from P. So to measure the bearing of Q from village P. So from this, if you have to measure the bearing of Q from P, that means which angle you have to measure? This angle. That means you are standing at P and you are looking towards Q. You have to measure which angle? You have to measure this angle. Line of sight is like this. Line of sight is this. So you have to measure this angle. Now, how will you measure this angle? You can take the protractor and find this angle. I'll give you the answer. The answer which is acceptable for this is 108 degrees to 112 degree. So you know how to measure the angle using protractor, which you can do. Okay. So I'm hoping that you can easily solve this question now. So let's move to the next question. The diagram shows two intersecting, two straight lines intersecting two parallel lines. Okay, these two are parallel lines and these are two intersecting lines. You have to find the value of x and y. Okay, so how will you find x and y? You can see this is 65. So this angle will also be 65 degree. Corresponding angles, vertical opposite angle, not corresponding, vertical opposite angle. Now you see here, this is a line and this is a line which is parallel, and these two, y and this angle, are corresponding angles. So what is this? This is 65. This will also be 65 degree corresponding angle. So what is the y value? Y is equal to 65, right? Now how will you get the value of x? So for x, what we can do is, we can say this is 65. There are different ways to solve it. I can say this is 45, so this is also 45. Because again, this angle and this angle are corresponding angles, correct? So this is 45, this is 45, and the sum of all these angles should be equal to 180 degree, because this is an angle on a straight line. So this is 45 degree plus 65 degree plus x, correct? 65, 45, and this is x, should be equal to 180 degree, correct? X. So what is this? X is equal to 180 degree minus this is 10 degree, which is equal to 70 degrees. So that is the answer. You can see, yes, this is the answer, 70 degree. So x is equal to 70 degree and y is equal to 65 degree. X is 70 and y is 65. So this is how we can easily solve this one. Okay? Now, Samira picks one of these cards at random and replaces it. Find the probability that she picks an odd number. So what is the probability that she picks an odd number? How many cards are there? There are 7 cards, you can see. And out of which, how many are odd numbers? So this is an odd, this is an odd, this is an odd number, and this is an odd number. So how many are odd numbers? 4 numbers. 4 cards are odd. So what is the probability? 4 by 7. This is the answer for this question. Samira repeats this 35 times. Calculate the number of times Samira expects to pick an odd number. So what is the expected number of times she will pick odd number? So expected number, expected value, or expected number of times will be equal to, what is the probability of getting odd number? 4 by 7, and you are repeating this how many times? This is 35, that is this 35. This is how we write the expected number. So what is this? This, we can see, this is 4 into 5, correct? I can cancel this 7 and 35. So what is this? 20. So what is the answer? It is 20 times this is expected that odd number will up. Okay, so this is how we can solve this question, relative frequency. Now the next question on translation and transformation. You can see here, translate the triangle by a vector 0, minus 2. Okay, translate the triangle T by 0, minus 2. Now if you have to translate this T, 0, minus 2, you have to just move each coordinate using this vector. So what is this? What do you mean by 0, minus 2? You will move horizontally 0 distance, that is no horizontal shift, and vertically 2 units down, negative 2, that means 2 units down. So you can see this point will come 2 units down. This point will be here. Let's say this is A and this is A dash. Okay, this is no horizontal movement, only the vertical. So this point will come 2 units down. So this is B, so this is B dash, and this point again will come 2 units down. So this is C. So this point now 2 units down, that means this will become C dash. So the triangle, which the new triangle, will look something like this. You see, this, this, and this. There is no change in actually x coordinate, only the y coordinate will shift 2 units down. This is the answer for this question. Okay. Now, describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle T onto triangle U. So you have to map this triangle to this triangle. You can clearly see this is a rotation by 90 degree, right? So What is the center of rotation? That you can use tracing paper and check the answer for this. I'll write the answer for this. You can use tracing paper and try it. This will be, this is a rotation of, this is, the answer is rotation by 90-degree anti-clockwise. Okay, the center of rotation is 2 comma 2. So this thing you can easily, without tracing paper, you can easily understand. This is a rotation, you can clearly see C and C dash has come here. Okay, you can see this is the point B. B has come here. So this is, you can see, anti-clockwise rotation of 90-degree. Okay, this line has become horizontal. You can see, correct? That is why this is anti-clockwise 90-degree rotation. But the problem comes, what is the center of rotation? So for that, we can use tracing paper and check the answer. This is 2 comma. This is kind of, you just put the points, some points, and accordingly try to match this. Okay, so that you can easily. If you want me to discuss these type of questions, you make a separate video using tracing paper how to solve questions. Okay. Now the next question is solve 8x plus 39, 8x plus 7 equal to 39. You have to just solve for x. So this is pretty easy. This is 8x is equal to 39 minus 7. So what is this? 8x is equal to 32. So what is x? X is equal to 32 divided by 8, which is equal to 4. So what is the answer? This is equal to. So to solve this equation, again, we can see this is 5y minus 1 is equal to 24 by 2, or you can say this is 5 minus y is equal to 12. Correct? So which you can say 5y is equal to 12 plus 1. So what is y? Y is equal to 5y is equal to 13. So what is y? 13 by 5. So what is the answer? 13 by 5. Now the next question. These are the first four terms of a sequence. Okay. These are the first four terms of a sequence. Find the next term of the sequence. So now first is identify the pattern. What is the pattern of this? You can see here, if I add minus 3, negative 3. That is, if you take the difference of these two terms, this is negative 3. So if the common difference, this is the common difference of the terms. This is constant, this is a linear sequence. So what is the next term? If I subtract negative 3, that is, it will become 2. So you're basically, you're adding minus 3 here. If you subtract these two, this is 3 minus 3. Okay. So if you add minus 3, this will become 2 minus 3, which is equal to negative 1. So what is the next term of the sequence? This is minus 1. Correct. Now find the nth term of the sequence. Now to find the nth term of the sequence, the general term, what is the nth term of a linear sequence? This is a linear sequence. Now for a linear sequence, what is the nth term? This is t1, that is the first term, plus n minus 1 into d. So what is the first term? This is 11. The position is n minus 1. And d, what is the common difference? You can see this is negative. So what is this? If I simplify, 11, negative 3 into n is negative 3n. And this is minus 3 minus 1 is plus 3. So what is this? This is 14 minus 3n. This is 14 minus 3n. This is how we can easily solve this question. Now, find the highest common factor of 36 and 54. So what is this? Highest common factor of 36 and 54. What we can do is 36 you can factorize as a prime factor, 6 into 6, and 6 and 6 is 2 into 3. This is also 2 into 3. So basically 36 is 2 square into 3 square. Correct? Similarly 54. So 54 I can say 27 into, correct? And 27 is basically 3 cube. You can say this is 3 cube, right? So what is 54? This is 3 cube into, right? Now for HCF of 36 and 54, we'll take what is common. So here you can see 1, 2 is common. You can see here there are two 2's, but only 1, 2 is common. So this is 2. And how many 3's are common? 2 3's are common. That is 3 square. So what is this? This is 9 into 2, which is equal to 18. This is answer for this. Or otherwise, what you can do is you can write the factors of 36 and 54, and you can see what is the highest common factor. Okay? So this is another way to solve this question. 18. Next question is, A is the point 3 comma minus 1. AB vector is given to you. AC vector is 2 times of AB vector. Find the coordinate of point C. So let's say, so let's say this is uh, okay. What is this? Is C point is x comma y. Okay, you have to find the coordinate of C. Okay, so here they are saying, let's say this is A, this is 3 comma minus 1, and this is, let's say, C, x comma y. So this is our AC vector like this. Okay, now how to write AC vector? If you know the coordinates, what is AC vector? This is, you can see, x minus 3. Just subtract the coordinates. Okay, x minus 3 and y minus minus 1. This will become y plus 1. So this is our AC vector. And what is AB vector? This is given to you. This is 2 minus. If I put this, this is x minus 3, y plus 1. This is AC vector. This is 2 times of AB vector. What is 2 times of AB vector? I can say 2 times of AB vector. Let me write directly. If you multiply this with 2 times AB vectors, this will become 2 into 2, 4, and this will become negative 8. Now, if these two are equal, I can say what is this? X minus 3 is equal to 4 and y plus 1 equal to minus 8. So, from this you can see what is x. This is 3 plus 4. This will become 7, and this minus y will be equal to negative 9 minus 8, and it will go on this side for minus. So, what is the coordinate of point C? The coordinate of point C is 7 comma minus 9. I hope this is clear. Now, the next question is length of AB vector. The length of AB is k root 5. Then find the value of k. So length of AB is basically the magnitude of AB vector. What is the length of AB? That is magnitude of vector AB. So what is the magnitude of AB? AB vector. This is what is equal to under root of. Now what is the magnitude of vector? X square, that is 2 square plus minus 4 square. Now, what is this? You can see this is the length AB, which is equal to under root of 4 plus 16, which is root 20. Now, this is k root 5. So, to find k. So, basically, I can say this is under root of 4 into 5, which is, I can say, 2 root 5. Simplifying the search. So, root 4 is equal to 2 and root 5. So, what is the value of k? You can compare. K will be equal to. So, what is the answer? K will be equal to. Okay. Now, the next question is, P is a point on AB vector. So here P is a point on AB. So let's say this is AB. This is A, this is B. P is a point on AB such that AP is to PB. So this is AP is to PB is 1 is to 3. Find the position vector of point P. You have to write the position vector of point P. Okay. So here you can see basically A is given to you. Okay. So now see, what is the meaning of position vector of point P? That means you will join point P with the origin. Now, what is the coordinate of, first thing, what is the coordinate of A? A is 3 comma minus 1. This is 3 comma minus 1. Correct? And AB. Okay. What is AB? AB vector is 2 minus 4. Let me write AB vector. AB vector is 2 minus 4. Correct? So, what will be AP vector? You see here. What is AP vector? This is AB vector. So what is AP vector? AP vector will be equal to 1/4 of AB vector. I hope this point is clear because this ratio is 1 is to 3. So out of 4 part, this is 1 part. So 1/4 of AB vector. This is our AP vector. Now to write the position vector of point P, you need to write the coordinate of point P. If I say this point is x comma y, point P, so what is a x and y value? So what is AP vector? This will become x minus 3 and this is y plus 1. This is the same thing which we did for the previous question also, previous part also. What is AP vector? This vector. This is x minus 3 and y minus minus. This is y plus 1. This is 1/4 of AB vector. Now what is this? This is 2 minus 4. So here you can see what is this? X minus 3. This is y plus 1 and this is equal to, if I multiply 1 by 4, this will become 1 by 2 and this will become 1 by 4 into minus 4 will become minus 1. I hope this is clear. So what does this mean? This means x minus 3 is equal to 1 by 2 and y plus 1 is equal to minus. So what is x value? X will be equal to 3.3 plus 1, 0.5. So you can see this is 3.5 and this is y will be equal to negative 2, minus 1, minus 1. This is minus 2. So what is the point P? This is 3.5 comma minus 2. So what is the position vector of point P? That is 3.5 and this is y is minus 2. Let's check the answer. So this is 3.5 minus 2 and this previous question is 2 and this is 7 and minus. This is how you can easily solve this question. Okay. Now take the next question. The diagram shows the sector of a circle with center O. The length of arc is n pi. This length of arc, this arc is n pi centimeters. Find the value of n. So basically this angle is 45 degree. The radius is given as 18 centimeter. You have to find the length of arc. Now what is the length of arc? Let's say this is L. This is equal to theta upon 360 degree. Theta is the angle subtended into 2 pi r. Correct? Now here this is given as n pi. Theta is 45 degree divided by 360 degree and this is 2 pi. What is r? R is 18, right? So now we have to just solve this equation. So you can see here this pi I can cancel. So what is this? N is equal to 45 degree. So basically this is 45 into 18 into 2 divided by 360. So this will become 180 and this will become 10. So what is n? N will be equal to 4.5. So what is the answer? This is 4.5. That is the value of. Okay. So just do the calculation. You can see this is 360 and this 36 will cancel and become 10 and 45 by 10 will become 4.5. That is the answer for this. Okay. Now the next part is write the number in the standard form. Again a very standard question. So this is, you have to shift this decimal to here. So how will you shift the decimal? This will become 7.08 into 10 to the power. How will you shift to 1, 2, 3 places? This is negative 3. That is the answer. Standard form. You have to shift the decimal to 1, 2 and 3 places. It will be minus 3. So this is 7.08 into 10 to the power minus 3. Next is work out this value, give the answer in standard form. Okay. So what you can see here is you can see this is 22. I can take 10 to the power 22 common and this will become 3.8 plus 3.8 into 10 because this is 10 to the power 23, 22 into 10. Correct? So this will become 10 to the power 22 into multiplying this. So this is 3.8 plus 38. You can see this is 38. So what I can do is this is 338 plus 3. So this is 41.8 into 10 to the power 20. Correct? This is 41. Correct? So now this is not a standard form. So this, if you have to convert this into standard form, what you can do is you have to shift the decimal to here. So what is this? This is 4.18 and we will divide by 21. right? So this you have to shift to this line. Okay. So what you can do is I can divide by 10 and multiply by 10. This will become okay. Okay, I'll show you this. Basically, this is 441.8. I'll divide by 10 and this will become 23, right? So yeah, this is 4.18 into 10 to the power 23. This is 23, not 23. Okay. So this is 4.18 into 10 to the power 23. So that is the answer. Yes. This is the answer. You can check. This is the answer. How we basically you have to shift the decimal to the left side, to this side. So you will multiply by 10. So this will become 23. Okay. So now the next question on circle properties. Okay. PQR lie on a circle. You can see QR is the diameter. QR is the diameter. This is the diameter. Find the angle PRQ. Give the geometrical reasons for your answer. Okay. So angle PRQ. You have to find this angle. Now you can see if this is the diameter, this angle has to be 90 degree. Why this is 90 degree? Because angle in a semicircle. Because RQ is the diameter. Okay. And if RQ is the diameter, angle in semicircle is always 90 degree. So that means x plus 74 degree should be equal to 90 degree because sum should be equal to 180. So what is the answer? This is 90 degree minus 74 degree, which you can see this is equal to 16 degree, right? That is the answer for this. Okay, so what is the geometrical reason? Angle P is actually 90 degree because angle in a semicircle is equal to 90 degree. So what is the reason? Because angle in semicircle is 90 degree and sum of all the angles of the triangle is 180 degree. So I hope this is also clear. So now, okay. So now this we will discuss in the next video. So I hope these questions are clear. Okay. So that's it for this. Thank you. Bye bye.